What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well and everyone's been enjoying the Pacific Theater. I know I have been having a blast so far. Can't wait to continue just grinding it out for the rest of the weekend. Got so much to jump into and just kind of discover about these maps, but I want to do some gameplay commentary on a crazy game I had today. At a 49 kill game, specifically with this new stationary weapon called the Type 10. If you have not experienced this gun already, I would be kind of surprised considering that there's so many on the map, and even if you haven't used it, I'm sure someone has used it against you. It is an absolute monster. It will absolutely destroy you if you're anywhere near the shells when it lands, and if the damage was not incredible enough for this gun, the rate of fire is right up there too. I mean, you can continuously just keep laying down shots with this new stationary gun. It's absolutely insane to have this on the battlefield, and it's not in just one spot. I mean, it's over and over and over again. It's by far the best stationary gun in Battlefield 5. I mean, I can't remember even a gun in any Battlefield game as of late that I can think of that I had even 49 kills in one game. That's crazy. So yeah, what you're seeing here is a montage of all of those kills. Kind of starts off a little bit slow, but it's going to pick up here in a second, right when I think I killed this vehicle here. I'm going to get a bunch of kills with it. It's definitely something you want to be using, especially on Pacific Storm, because like I said, there's a bunch of them all over the two maps, but specifically on Pacific Storm, it's like everywhere. There's two of them at the very start for Iwo Jima, and then there's a couple more at the very last sector. This is all on Breakthrough, of course, but those aren't really useful. It's just mainly those first two. But on Pacific Storm, and if you're defending for Breakthrough, I mean, you can use this gun over and over and over again, and it's crazy, man. I'm going to show you all my favorite spots for using this gun. So at the first sector defending, I'm on B flag right now. That is where one of these guns is located. There's another one right there by A flag, but I like the one here on B flag a little bit more because there is a little bit of an Achilles heel with this stationary weapon. You're going to see here in a little bit as I get that huge multi-kill against a vehicle right there. Now everything's going to start going crazy now here. Start just blasting people non-stop. But yeah, this does have a little bit of a problem with the gun that you're going to see here in a second. But there's another one over there by A that you can use if you want to, but I kind of stay away from that area just mainly because tanks. So you're going to see in a second the issue with tanks. I'm going to keep destroying these sandbags here because I had my teammate who thought he was helping me, but I kind of wanted the sandbags not to be in one. They're obscuring my view, but you know, in other games you maybe might want to have the sandbags up. It might help you protect yourself from tanks because really one shell of a tank can take you out. It's what I've been experiencing. Sometimes it takes like two, but that's about it. I mean, unless they're like really missing you and barely hitting the the front part of your you know, of the gun, you're pretty much, you know, gonna be killed. So yeah, it is very fast in its turn radius. I mean, man, you cannot sneak up on this thing and think you're gonna get away with it. If I see you and you start trying to run around, I can move the stationary gun just as fast as you're running. So your only hope is to sneak up behind me like that right there, because if you don't, I'm gonna be able to move just as fast to be able to take you out. So it's pretty crazy. You got to watch out for that as well. You don't have the full turn radius on Iwo Jima for some reason. The you can't turn it, like stops you from turning all the way. I think there's like sandbags or something in the way that stops you. But for the ones here on Pacific Storm, you're able to turn around, so get a full 360 view. And yeah, the only hope is they sneak up behind you. So you can have another guy's gonna come up here and sneak up behind me in a second. And that's kind of really the only hope. So your best bet is to lay down some bouncing betties. Maybe that'll help you out. But I mean, consider I had 49 kills in this game. You know, there's no way someone's coming up behind me and killing me 49 times. You know, so I'm completely just, you know, destroying these people, and it's way worth me getting shot from behind. Now, as you saw right there, that's where the tank shot me. I mean, it can kill you really easily. So that's basically the weakness of this gun is the tank. And so you definitely got to watch out for that. That's why I like being on the B flag, because over there by A, it seems like more of the amphibious tanks push up there, and that's where they kind of are looking for the stationary weapon. They'll shoot that gun. But when you're over there on B flag, they don't look there as often. Here's me, though, kind of speeding it up. I want to show you guys the next sector So they pushed in the next sector, but I ran all the way past our sector. It went all the way to the stationary gun. This is them trying to push on our B flag. It's really far back. I don't think there's a Type 10 at the second sector defending. I don't think. There might be one over there by A. Might be just one. I can't remember. So you guys have to correct me if there is one on the second sector. But there's another tank taking me out again. That's the weak spot, are the tanks. It's just one shot, you know. And then here's me trying to give you guys a little bit of perspective of what happens if you're trying to charge the Type 10. You're just not going to be able to do it. Your best hope is to get behind them. Because if you're going straight up ahead, they can turn really easily. But I want to show you guys really quick to the second sector, or excuse me, the third sector. This is the third sector here, and this is one of the stationary guns. The other one's right up there to the right. I think there's only 2 of them here, and they're on A flag. I wasn't able to use them for this round. They were able to cap it, and I had my teammates using it for most of the time. So I just want to show you guys where that was at, and I like being on that one right there. Again, being a little bit further back, because when those amphibious tanks start like staying out over there by the water and everything like that, again, they're just more powerful than your Type 10, so they're easily going to take you out. So you got to watch out for that. So I'm showing here the next gun here on the 4th sector defending. It's the second to last one. Definitely really fun to be using when they get in the bunker. So this is the only one on this sector to be using. And again, you kind of can watch people kind of push on the right side. It's not the greatest viewpoint to have out of like the first one right there had on B flag. I think that's the best because I can see so much of the map. So this one's not all too great. I think the first sector has some really good guns, and then the last sector has really good guns as well. As you can see, this guy was trying to push up on me. I don't know what happened there, but he somehow was able to shoot me out from the side. But here's the final sector. This is one of 2 Type 10s on this last spot right here. Now my teammate gets shot through the slit, so you do have to watch out for that. But your main concern, in my opinion, is the tanks. The tanks is what really destroys this gun. You get taken out by airplanes as well. You can damage airplanes with this gun, but you can't really take them out. I mean, I've shot them a couple times, and one time I did finish an airplane off, but I think that airplane was already damaged. So yeah, I won't take them out in one shot, unfortunately. I'm going to show you guys the other Type 10 for the final sector. This is the one I prefer the most. I'm able to look over there on B flag and kind of look over there on like the front part of A flag as well. And again, it's not like straight at the front line, so again, it kind of avoids all that confrontation with tanks and whatnot. So if there's 2 stationary guns I prefer the most on this map, it would be the B flag for the first sector, and then the B flag for the final sector. So it's those 2 stationary weapons I think I've done the most damage on for this game. So I'm able to take out a vehicle that's pushing up and just kind of do a ton of damage. There's going to be a couple players that are going to move into the bunker, and I'm going to try to lay down a couple shots. If you are on the attacking team, it is a little more difficult using this gun, but I have found that if you can sneak to the final sector and you're able to jump on this one right here, you can lay down so many shots in that bunker because they all end up like getting all into the bunker and trying to avoid your teammates pushing up, and you're able just to keep laying down shots from this direction. You can do a lot of damage doing that. So really sneaking on any of the stationary weapons for the attacking team is pretty exciting because you'll catch the enemy team just off guard by doing so, but surviving very long, and it's pretty tough because again, the enemy team's spawning right behind you, so they should be able to shoot you right in the back. But this gun is absolutely insane. I would suggest jumping on it as quick as you can because, yeah, there's nothing like it right now in Battlefield 5. So it's a quick way to easily get a bunch of kills. So if you want to go like stress reliever, go jump on this if you're getting destroyed in the game. Or if you can't make anything work for you, just get on this gun because it's just like impossible for you not to get a kill with it. I mean, it's the easiest thing right now. So, but yeah, I'm going to keep laying down shots as much as I can. It was pretty crazy to like count all the kills. I knew I was getting a bunch of kills, but when I counted and saw they had 49, I was like, wow, that's insane. One off from the 50. I was like, damn, I was like close to 50, and I was counting, and I was like, oh, nope, just short. But yeah, it's still a pretty crazy game to say the least. Definitely a really fun time. Let me know how you guys have been enjoying the Pacific Theater so far. If there's anything that has stood out for you that you guys have been enjoying and you think I maybe should try out, let me know down in the comments below. Because yeah, I'm just kind of exploring everything right now. I'm just kind of taking in all the little features here and there, like the new stationary weapon. It's like something that wasn't even advertised, and now it's here, and it's a complete monster. So I think I will note one more thing that I think is a weakness for this gun, and if you notice the whole time I've been shooting, is there's a dust that flies up and obscures your view. So I think it's like the only other weakness I can think of besides it's kind of weak to vehicles. And of course it's stationary, right? So as far as I'm concerned, you can't tow the gun, which would be absolutely insane if you could. But really, the weakness it has against tanks and the fact that it is stationary and all that dust messes you up a little bit. So has you to have an opportunity to kind of get away from the gun if the player shoots you and he misses you. So, but that is a look at 49 kills with the Type 10. Let me know what you guys think about this gun in the comments down below. But that is it for you guys today. Again, I always appreciate you guys being here. I am Livin, and I'll catch you guys again later.